I just okay. So, good morning to all. Today the purpose of this meeting is to provide the details regarding the reforms undertaken by Government of Mizoram to facilitate ease of business and reducing the compliance burden. And for that purpose, Honorable Chief Minister desired that whatever work we have done, it should be conveyed to the people so that that can be converted into an action plan. So that is the purpose of this entire press briefing today. So I would request Honorable Chief Minister to just explain the entire concept of this press briefing.
Với cái press conference cái mani cái state sarkar in trul kan ti wang chau pon ni lovin central sarkar du dan le and prime minister ina adu dan zuzuya a press conference nei tur kan ni a central sarkar le kan sarkar hian in anna tam tak kan ne ya system change kan du ve ve ni kalphung thak nang lam kalphung thalo athazoka thak thleng chho zela kalphung thar introduce zel hi kan dua ke mani state apo engemaw zat kan introduce to a tichuan central lama tangin heng ti ngai anti aron omboka chung chu kan lo ngai mo to sa tele an mani na trulanti an ron thente an ni a om je chu thil ti ol samdan ani kan dan le fraite kan order te kan guideline te thileng kim mai ol sam zo le lang tlang zo ka akala corruption te po alo bo theina turata na malak na ani a chu compliance reduction and deregulation reforms te ania reform ani sarkar kalphung siam thatna ani a tichuan atumber chu dan le rai trul lo le rit lutuk ti tlem te kalphung ti ol sam te inrin ton na thupuya mangchunga ro rel na kalpui te mipui te ne na inring to na kalpui tin sum don na lama le mason na le investment ate entrepreneurship ate economic lama ma kan son na te environment tha kan neya ol sam takathil kan ti theina tura ruam man na ani a emiatan hian Mizoram chuan Right to Public Service Act ka tun ma dewa trangkhan kan lo nei to a kan sarkar nu hianin ka Right to Service Act nuaya ti tu rakha engemaw zat kan thun bel le a tun thleng hian Right to Service Act nuaya mipui te tanga complain kan la dong lovani chumi kan ngai to chuan sarkar hian kan ti thahle ti in angai theya amaro chu anivek lovin rin na deuh kania mipui te hian awareness kan tlak chamwang ani ve theini antinan silai license kadila driving license kadila inmun pass kadila sumdon lama engemaw registration ti tu ne wala oma kan ka entin na mai ni a khang khan thelu atanga ti fel hun chung kha Right to Public Service Act no hian anei ve kani chu mi puiten kan hriat lo chuan kan right ka claim na chang kan threlwa sarkar kan vadora rei tak tak sarkar atangin a chan na om lovin kan om theya khang kan va thil ti kha e Right to Service Act no hian ni chuti za chunga chan nge tur ti te alo ni theya chu ami puite lamin kan hriat tlat lo chuanin complain na chang po kan threlo theya chuwan chuan voin hi kan mangrem chang du'a voina kan thil ti ina atum ber pakhat jinga mi chu mi puite service rang takapek ani a rang takapek tur jinga chuan engemaw zat hi hun bi nei fix ani a chu tiang khatiang dil na alo om chuan the lua tanga ni chuti za chunga ti fel ngai tur ti kha om thua ta chumi chunga ti fel ani lo chuan azual ko thei boka a chung zela khan chu kan ram mi pui te hian kan la chiang tok lo deu ani mai theya kan media ho te po kan cha du chu hei vordar chak deu lek ulangin mi pui ten kan right ti thria ila khata tang khan department lampangina ahuna kan citizen te thil thelu kan chang lo ani chuan an ni pon an ron claim a thazoka rong kan in bol sak ton the ne tur khan kha poimo le in ke ria ani tin emi deregulation chungchanga hianin Central Cabinet Secretariat Noya Special Task Force andina chumi te chuan min vil renga akhat tokin report kan pek reng angaya ta hian department poimo zual a nodal department big an omta chu commerce and industries te geology and mining kan hanti tele agency sang kan nei ta chuanin department sang elaya hianin mala tur big an omta chu kan laron soi chowanga hei hi February ni khat nikum sang hi somni panga tanga ronti tran ani mi puite phurit engtinge kan ti niam theyang tin sarkar tanga phalna la kanvadil te engting nge olsam jok le hun bidiam chunga kan mu theyang chumi tan chuan keima ni kher vakal ngai lowa le khawa thelu kher ngai lo kan om huna kan mobile phone atanga online a ti mai thei te khang te kha tu na hian portal hi kan sarkar no hian athar hi somli borwel kan siam chuak to ni om huna sitting room a thu chung po kan sarkar kan dor thein turin khatiang chi te khang kha kan local pui to a chu India sarkar no hian Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade DPIIT kan ti hianin aron vil renga chumi chuan state sang performance minte sakta heta hian nikum chung khan India ram pumpuya hian ati thatlam som pani na kan ni ani chuwang chuan kan ti tha thokhata awan tlang chung lama kan in hlang theya hei hi kan department song te nena kan tho hong na athat wang ania lom om hle ni chu phase 1 ania kumina hianin phase 2 kan lo lut le ta January thla tang hian phase 2 kan kalpui ta tuna phase 2 kan kalpui nan hi tlemin adang lam deuh leka phase 1 a ka chuan thil engem han siam rem mai kha ni tuna hi chuanin mi puite ta na ol samna kan zuk pek tur thil kum lun man reng thei tur dai rei tur tin a compliance po chutiang chuanin state sarkar a department sang ten an zomem ti po akhat to ka report reng ti zui reng ngai turang chi kha ani deu big zualani emi reform phase 2 hi chuanin ta chuanin priority area anon thlang chuaka somni le pathum lai ni khamia khan Mizoram a chuan hetiang problem kan nei velo kaini tan chuan hei strul loveti te kan nei Mizoram a chuan heng hi atrule anti te kha kan nei chung chu kan han thlur bing ta khan priority area sa kan han thlan te chu ram mandan le industry mason na ani hei kan ram te po ram te kan introduce any property card te kan introduce tu na hianin ka han digitize ho zela khatiang khanin all sam zokin til kan tia tin industry te po keima ni kan entrepreneur ten ni thei India rama company ten ni thei foreign company po ni thei heta investment ti andua anon kal khan registration atanga til ti trul zong song kha all sam theyang perin engtin nge anti theyang kalkual ngai lova dokan sanga official sang va dor kol vak ngai lovin engtin nge all sam zo kan ti theyang ti te kha akeng ta tin in sakle mun masiam phalna lampang kha ani le heng in sakle khatianga khanin tuna hian hei AMC te kan nei khopui chunga chuanin in kan sak donin palnala ka ngaya endi ka ngaya hun enger marei chen kha kan buai theya khatianga khanin all samzo kati dan tur building and construction approvals kan timaya khatiang kha kan nei zung thei dan tu ta kha duan chho anita a tin utility service le business permission kan tia min dor te lo hong dua do lian deu te lo hong dua ta khan paltlang ngai ti neu ngai alo om ve a khang kha all sam zokin arei lo theyang ber atlem theyang ber anti tur kha om theine turin mi pui te all sam dan tur kha emin nuai hian handa ani a chung chu a detailing ka juk lu chil lawanga nakina du big line nei chuan in zo tanga kan officer ten an thriu fia thei zelang chunga tin power sector a hian hei ma kan han la chowa kan bil te po engtinge all sam zo le dik zo kina kal theyang ti te tin electric connection te kan lo du ta a engtinge all sam zo ka mi puiten an mu zung theyang tiang lampang kha power sector kan malakna ani boka tin environment lama hian ma kan la boka tin tourism lama all sam zo ka tourist te an lo thena an wa vel theina tur le nan le rai paltlang tur ngai zong te po all sam theyang pera anti theina tur kha malak ani boka zirna lama po siam thatna education sector a hianin akal mek boka tin kan risel na lampang healthcare hian all sam theyang pera mi puiten risel na thazok an nei theidan tur system te handuan chu ania tin sarkar in rel bol na trim regulatory reforms kan timaya kan dan tam tak India rama kan nei hi British hun lai mi kan chomte ania tin independence kan nei nuwa po nan tam tak hlui to relevant to lo kan tun lai ne nun ne na in me to lo amani chunga chuan heng dan hi lo en non ro ti ol sam dan lo ngai tua ro an tia dan tam tak tu nen kan siam thaton ani an tin nan mi cheng zanga emolek lei choi tira thlathum lungin tan tiang te dan te kan nei ni khang ang chi kha pai tur an ron ti ta a lungin tan lama kha kan paya a fine lama kha choi tur kha an ti pung thung ani chu tiang chuan engemaw chete te a lungin a in khung zung na ang chi hi ti tlema lungin tang ti tlema thil sual ti tu chu asum le pai zonga choi tir tam ang chi te po khanga po khan ma kan la nual to kan dan engemaw za thi kan a men to ani chu tiang chu ania chu wang chuanin langtlang le rin tlak sum dong te tan ol sam mi puita na tangkai in kai hruaina siam kha kan thupui ani ta a phase 1 lotling taka zo ani to le phase 2 kalpui mek hian in rel bol na ti changtlun te mi puita na rong bol na ti mason te mani kuta ei zong te choi kan te le kan economy le na tar siam chwa khang lampang kha atin zon ani ten hemi a hianin department poimo zualte ha big te po rin roll de wa han nei te kan nei ya department sang in ti tur kan nei hloma chunga chuanin nikum chunga India rama som pani na kan han tong thei te kan han ngai tua hianin kan tho ho na athale in kan ria khatiang din muna min hlang kai tu chu department sanga kan na tho puite an ni a an zawai chunga hianin lom thu kan soi du a ti chuan he phase 2 a kan priority area te kan bo zui na hianin som pani na kan ni na tang hianin la lon kai sang le a hei aya India ram state zinga ati thaber pola kan chuan kai theine turin department a thok tu te zong song sunga lom thu soi pa in kan ngen ngal bok ani ole kha zong kha ani zo du kan neem le yeah can yes
So as honorable CM has already explained the entire purpose of these deregulation and reducing compliance burden. I just wanted to give the what kind of actually reform we have taken department wide and what is the purpose of this. So first, the digitization of registration, permission and services. So that is the major important part of this entire exercise. For example, registration, we have provided the portals. Portal, if you wanted to registered as a factory, if you wanted to registered as a shop and establishment, if you wanted to registered under the municipal act, under the land use, everywhere we have digitized the entire process. So now there is no need to go to the officers physically, but you can apply for all these kind of registration, permission and services through the portal. And second issue which is I wanted to highlight is introduction of third party certifications. We have allowed third party self certification in some of the services, those services which are the low risk basis. Low risk basis, for example, our Mizoram Pollution Control Board, they are giving this permission to this pollution, air pollution and water pollution. For that purpose, they have categorized the entire category of the industries, and these they have categorized in three categories: red and this orange and white. So white category, the third party this thing certification is allowed because they are very low risk industries and they need not be go to for inspections and all these kind of things. The person can certify it itself or through the third party, and he can take the permission. So this is the idea which has been given for MPCB. Also last day department, this factory and soap and establishment act permissions, and electricity department, which we are further expanding in the phase 2. Another issue which we have given certain kind of relaxation, that is full utilization of land in industrial and commercial areas, and also we are allowing the mixed use. For that purpose, all 12 industrial areas has been digitized, and we have linked it with the Indian Industrial Land Bank. So now the investors can see this IILB portal, that where land is available, and he can avail that kind of land, and online he can apply for that. Similarly, mixed use has been allowed in the industrial area, and also some kind of industries, home-based industries, allowed in the residential areas also. Similarly, the government has allowed the change of land use, and that is basically the provision has been given in the act, but online you can apply for the change of land use also. And for providing access of industries to the rural area, road width has been reduced to 6 meter to 3 meters. The 3 meter is 6 meter is a road and 3 meter is a carriageway. Earlier it used to be 16 meters, so now it has been reduced so that we can also set up industries in the rural areas. And similarly, we have also increased the FAR in commercial areas and also the industrial area, and we have also allowed enhanced coverage area. Earlier it used to be 60%, now the government has allowed up to a coverage of 70% of the plot area and 75% in the standalone industries. And height also, the government has increased this industrial building height 19 meters, and for commercial building it can go up to the 24 meters. So all these things have been given so that we can utilize the available land resource very judiciously. Similarly, the fourth issue, that we have also relaxed labor laws to allow more productivity in the units, and for that purpose the government has allowed women can also work in hazard industries, but safety provision has to be given. Similarly, they can also work in the night, but the employer has to give the transportation and also safety to the women while returning. So and the change of working hours has also been done. So this will provide to utilize the existing workforce on maximum so that we can increase our production. Another thing is service in a time-bound manner, as Chief Minister sir has already emphasized the Mizo Right to Public Service Act 2015. So in that we have already provided the timelines in which they have to provide the services. For example, factory license, the concerned authority has provided within 7 days, and soap and establishment act registration 5 days. Electricity connections within 5 days if electricity infrastructure is already available. PHE department, there's water supply that can be provided within 5 days if connection infrastructure is there. 15 days for installations. Similarly, in municipal corporation, this building construction permission is allowed in 30 days. So similarly, this Mizoram Pollution Control Board, this CTA and CTO for red industries is at 21 days, orange 41 days, and white 7 days. So all these earlier these days were on a very higher side. Even in red category industry, it was goes up to the 90 days. So the government has reduced it to 21 days. So all timelines have been reduced, and most important thing, that if the concerned authority is not issuing or not taking decision within these time frames, there is a provision of automatic appeal. And if appeal it is not taken into account, then deemed permission is also allowed. So this kind of reform the government has done. And next is decriminalization of offences. So that is basically there are so many provisions basically in the labor laws. Wherever if you are not maintaining a register for the attendance of the labours, there is a provision of imprisonment. So all these kind of provisions the government has changed into compoundable offences. So that will provide a the belief of the government in the people. So that is also done. And last but not least is we are integrating the entire things in national single window system. So the pupil or the investor, they can directly apply for their setting up of the factory, etc. on the single window system, and they are not required to visit any office. All the work has been done by the concerned department, C&I department, and C&I department take all the permission from the concerned department and provide to the investors. So this will be done by December 2026, because 4 department we have already integrated, 6 department is still to be integrated, and after integrating these 6 department, the entire things will be online by the C&I department, which is nodal officer. So these are the actually phase 1. And phase 2, basically the government has further undertaken some of the issues. So further we are taking it. For example, the education department. Government is already taking up to give relief to not requirement of the land, not requirement of the endowment, not requirement of the facilities, the playground, the library, all these kind of things. Otherwise, the government is linking it to the outcomes. Outcome means the quality of education, we are linking it with them, instead of the land, endowment, and this facilities. Similarly, we have done we are trying to do in higher education. Higher education, we have already issued the notification, and all these things has been relaxed in higher education if somebody wanted to set up a university. So there is no requirement of minimum land, no requirement of endowment, no requirement of facilities. Facilities can also be shared facilities can also be allowed by the government. So this has been done in the education sector, which we are doing in the second phase. And for health sector also, the health practitioner which is registered in other state, he can also practice here. Or the health practitioner who is registered here, he can also practice in another state. So this kind of facility is also being considered by the government. Similarly, a single agency is being appointed in the health department, which will provide all kind of permissions for setting up the clinic, hospitals and other things, so that they need not require to go each and every desk for their permissions.